I'm Martin Langley for Frontier Services. In this video, we're going to talk about the claims process. That is the insurance claim process that we all have to deal with when some damage happens and occurs in our house. But you also need to have some facts ready for the insurance company's questions. Your mold professional can help you with this initial phone call. Now, many mold removal companies, such as Frontier, will help you inspect, assess the damage, and assist with this initial phone call at no charge. Now, the insurance company are going to ask you probably 3 questions, and they're important. The first one is going to be designed to determine the cause of loss. Second, the date of loss, and third, the extent of the loss. So you've got the cause, the date, and the extent of the loss. We need to have answers ready for these 3 questions. Now, the first 2 are really critical because they determine how your claim is going to be handled right from the outset. Now, you won't be asked what is the cause of the loss. That will be put in a more friendly way. They will ask you, well, what happened? Now remember, all conversations are recorded nowadays. So what you say now can't be taken back later. Now in this video, we're going to be focusing on mold. Why? Because mold has a limited and sometimes no coverage in many homeowner policies at the moment. This means that if you say you found mold and you're getting headaches, then your claim is going to be filed and processed as a mold claim. It will be subject to the mold restrictions and limitations in your insurance policy. And for that reason, many mold claims are simply denied virtually on the spot because the policy may have limited or no mold coverage. But if the underlying cause was a leaky pipe, for instance, which you only just saw, along with the mold, then the real cause of the loss is going to be the leaky pipe. Now, leaking pipes, of course, are generally covered. But the cost of the plumber to repair that leaky pipe is generally not covered as it falls under the wear and tear exclusion. However, make sure you keep that plumber's receipt and make sure the plumber describes exactly what he did, that he found a leaky pipe, that he cut it out, he repaired it, and here's the cost. Why? Because that receipt is proof of a covered cause of loss. That covered cause of loss was the leaky pipe. Now, the date of the loss is the second key question you're going to be answered. And they will say, when did you first see it? Now, you've got to be reasonable here. If you saw it 3 months ago and totally ignored it, and that's when the mold happened in the intervening, then you're actually in breach of your obligations to minimize and take rapid action to control and mitigate the loss. But if you only found the pipe leaking due to the musty smell and you saw the pipe leaking, then you only saw it whenever it was, yesterday or this morning or whenever. And that's when you first discovered it. So all you've got to say, I first saw it this morning or whenever it was, but it may have been leaking longer, I don't know. Now, you always need to be truthful because your conversations are being recorded. So in this short video, the key points are: first, don't report a claim to your insurance agent. Second, call in a state licensed mold removal company or a water extraction company. One company will probably do both jobs, to inspect and help you with the initial call claim. If there's a leak, call a plumber to stop and fix those leaks and make sure you keep that very important receipt, as it could be evidence of that cause of loss, being the leaky pipe. But do report the claim to your insurance claim department using the phone number that they provided you. Be prepared to answer the questions: what is the cause of loss? In other words, what happened? And what's the date of the loss? When did you first see it? As well as what rooms and areas are affected, which are the extent of the loss. If you have any comments or questions, please don't hesitate to call us at Frontier Services Group. Have a great day, and remember, be safe, and let's keep our homes dry.